All right, let's do this. So it was like 50 something odd degrees yesterday, and now it is freezing again. And now it is freezing again. Yay, yay us. I just kind of wish it would just become spring and we don't have to worry about freezing temperatures. And normally I chalk that up to being a Florida boy, but I think I'm done with winter. I think I'm done with the winters. Da, 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 da. That aside, we streamed last night. Yay! Not an exciting, not a million people stopping in, not a, and definitely not more than what we've had. No records have been shattered last night, which is fine. We were up from viewers, and auto mod, which I think is AI, called a spammer, and I'm like, I don't know whether I want to be happy about that or whether I want to cry. We did another cake shake, yay. We're at the end. It's nearing a nice conclusion. But I think it's time. You just told me to keep my eyes on the road. Why are you telling me to keep my eyes on the road again? Yeah, I think it's time. I think it was just supposed to be for a few people, and I've already kind of overreached. What I was willing to do. It is what it is. still, I'm like, it's once I get a chill in me, I'm freaking done. Done forever. Sorry about the yawn. I lost my train of thought. I'm not getting it back. It's not sad. I was about to say the sad thing about streaming today is that I got more views during my art stream than I did during my Load Your Game night, which Figgy thinks that she's the reason why people are watching. I think people watch because of you. What are you talking about? I don't think I'm turtly enough for the Turtle Club. But yeah, I'm not gonna like fudge the numbers, so that's what we had. Also, Lord of the Rings Online is not so popular. Even when I was not doing those with Biggie, my numbers were pretty dismal. And I even had people starting to heat up a little bit since he came on. Yeah. If I was gonna do, well, I wouldn't play half the games that I played, except for maybe DVD, Dead by Daylight. Only because the comic, the comic relief that I would give, especially to the survivors. I think that's the most popular game that I play. I played Fortnite last year, and yeah. I don't really play. Oh, and I played Monster Hunter. That's fairly popular, right? Pretty much, even across the board, even with Dead by Daylight, Batman Arkham Knight's still by far my most interactive, my most viewed, viewed live and viewed later here on YouTube. Nothing comes close to that, and I can't even tell you why. And I'd have to literally go back to the videotapes, and I think that was when I was my first time around trying to get what do you call it? Affiliate. So 2022 no 2021 holy shit, has it been that long? So in 2021 I think that's what it was, and I think that's, you know, like I said, I haven't equaled what my non-affiliate counterpart was doing, and it still doesn't make sense to me. I have 400 more followers than I had back then, and I have, you know, half is probably being very generous, but less than half. Less than half the number of viewers that I had when I was doing my affiliate run that 1 week. Oh, I didn't even notice. Cuda, don't fall. Don't fall. Yeah, I don't want to talk about what was. But yeah, I'm actually tempted to download it again because I took it off my computer and do a Batbean, sorry, trademark. Do a Batbean stream, maybe this Sunday. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe. I am way early. Let's talk for a bit. Every time I get there, people start coming out. Yeah, let's park. Fix Cuda. Cuda's looking good. I'm tempted, there's a temptation there to go into and rewatch the stream, see if it actually, see how much audio is actually on it. That was with the onboard mic, so I don't know how much it picked up. I don't even know how much was even there. But supposedly I recorded it all, so the whole thing is recorded. Maybe we can figure out why, and maybe I should go through it. Maybe I'll figure out why they suspended it, because I still don't know. what caused the suspension, what caused the charges pressed against me, what caused all of it. I don't know. And how much of my personal information was given up in that pursuit. It's a really weird thing, but it is the last. I can't ever do that again. YouTube doesn't allow it. Which is probably for the best. Those streams are really difficult to do and run, and there are definitely times when there's just nothing. Because I was still working. At the post office, if people don't know, I worked as a postal carrier, and many years. They gave me nothing. I think what I don't like right now in my advanced years, I guess, being seasoned, is how much I'm still freaking struggling. I know that the struggle causes, kind of different attitudes and different things, but I'm at the point where I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't know if that makes any sense. I mean, everybody's going through their own struggles and their own things, and trying to figure out where their place in the world is. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I want it. Talked about yesterday about how this is a good place for me because I'm not beholden to anything. I'm free to do whatever I want. And yeah, it's having a career, if you call it that, outside of streaming definitely affords me to do that. I don't have to worry about and I don't have to worry about any of it. I don't have to worry about being monetized, having millions of subscribers here on YouTube. I definitely think that if YouTube was going to do it all over again, they would definitely go with the follower and subscriber and paid subscribers model that Twitch does. Basically been around longer than all of it. I just remember, like, back in the day, like, you didn't turn to YouTube for, you know, how-to videos. Even though people were creating them. People were definitely creating them. Now it's like that's the place you go to. You want to know how I do it? I do it. You want to know how to do something. You want to know. I'm using my car right now as an example, just recently. It supposedly has auto start. I looked it up. I watched a video about how to auto start car. Let's turn the fan down a little bit. But yeah. And you definitely, I'm definitely not one of the ones. I would love to do a how-to. But I definitely do not make how-to videos. And mine would be how to do it wrong. Kind of a what not to do. Not to do videos. I'm laughing because that's how this whole thing started. I had no intention, zero intention of becoming a streamer. Kind of all on a goof, and you know what I could make when I started, what would be like interesting videos and things like that, and writing parody songs for streamers. To be more specific, for VTubers, even though I wasn't a VTuber. I mean, my thank you video should say that. I say that in my thank you video, that I'm not going to become a VTuber. It's a never say never type of situation. But I've always been kind of a go with the flow type of thing. I think what the Lord of the Rings online video did for me was it showed me that making turning VTubers into dwarves, not the best idea. I have almost zero interest in people having that done, and there was a lot of work. I did do a lot of work behind the scenes, trying to set that up, and it just got filed, like most things get filed. In the Dead Project Zone, and I'm actually thinking about making if I ever try to get organized with my art and things like that, is to make a folder of the dead projects. I would, like pirates, I would think that people would love to be pirates. I was thinking, and there's a couple pirate games out there and stuff like that. I don't know. But there's a couple pirate games out there that I thought people would be, almost clamoring for, to have a pirate. Pirate model. One of my early art projects, which kind of like is not, I don't show it off because I think I would show it off if I did the pirates. But I didn't draw anything. This is like before I was drawing, before I was doing anything like that. It was, people had like accessories like pirate hats and hooks and peg legs and things like that. That you basically just take and put in. And I didn't even have, it makes me laugh, I didn't even have Adobe Photoshop downloaded on my computer at the time. And this is 3 computers ago. Oh, that's something I could talk. I can, talk about past stuff. So a few years before I started streaming, I bought a, top of the line, laptop, and with a really good graphics card and everything like that. And I was, I could play games on it, and I could do all these things on it, and it was kind of like my baby. It is how I started. it had an okay camera, but I wasn't even using the camera. It's not the camera that you see in the early videos, because I was already not using that camera. I didn't even have like drivers for it. It's kind of weird when I think about it. Like it was just kind of a camera on my laptop, and it was okay. It wasn't great. But I used my old laptop camera because I had an older laptop that was still active to a degree, still kind of there to a degree. Everything to a degree. Yeah, so that was my main source. It had pretty much all my games on it and everything like that. I used it to play Batman, which is the reason why Batman's not downloaded onto my new laptop. And it just overheated. I mean, I have a cooling table for it. It just overheated. It really was just like going, I can't take it anymore. It overheated and basically shut down, and I basically lost everything. And all that stuff happened, and I switched to using the old laptop, which never overheated. Go figure. Um, it never had the problems. It never even shut down. It was always working, working, working. It just could not keep up. It just was not powerful enough. There was not enough size in it. And I remember, I think it was Jackbox. Yes, it was Jackbox. I went in to play Jackbox, and my laptop said no to it. And I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I always say caught fire, but it really didn't catch fire. It overheated and basically burnt itself out. Did smell um, like something burnt, and I ended up having to get rid of that laptop, and the old laptop, yeah. And I just remember him saying, "What are you using?" And I showed him what I'm using, and it was worse than what I started with, because it was this old laptop. It was 10 years old. It was more than 10 years old. I think it was like 13 years old. My original laptop. Um, and because I bought the new one, and I had the new one for The new one lasted 4 years. Not even. I don't even think it lasted a full 5 years. Maybe it was 5 years. Maybe it was a full. Maybe it was 5 years. It was into the fifth year of having it. Yeah, and that. But I just remember like people were like shocked, like how are you functioning? And it's just like going, I deal with it as I can deal with it. I had my Chromebook, um, and that had a better camera and not a great camera again. Yeah, this phone, this the phone that I own now, even the phone that I owned before that phone died, and I think just got, you know, because the battery swelled and the casing was coming apart. That that phone had a better camera and better everything and everything like that. And you can definitely see the evolution of, where I went, you know, from my original the old laptop's camera, which I was moving around and stuff like that and just using for filming. Everything I was doing was on my main computer, which is the one that overheated and went away. So then I was using the Chromebook, and I swapped them and using the Chromebook to do all the videos, and the videos definitely improved during that time to where I am now, and I have a laptop that does not have a camera on it, but the phone camera, um, my little Samsung here, definitely has a really good camera. This is an awesome camera. It shoots in HD, better than I could have hoped for. All right, I think we've wasted enough time. Um, Thank you for watching. Like it means the world. It does mean the world to me. I can't stress that enough. It is so awesome that you guys watch these videos. Um, Thank you for watching. I hope you're not beholden to anything. I hope you can watch whatever you want and do whatever you want, and you know, don't have to feel obligated in any way, shape, or form. I don't. I hope I don't make you feel obligated to watch these videos. This is for a lark. This is for fun. But let me know you're there. And if you want a cake shake, you don't have to be a streamer to get a cake shake. You have to have a reference picture. But comment. Comment. And the way you can comment is you can just put cool beans. And I'll take that as a kind of like a, hey, this is what's up. But and I have gotten cool beans. I have had people put the cool beans in there. So you won't be the first. And hopefully you won't be the last. And I hope that whatever you're doing, and I hope that you're having a fulfilled life. Hope you're doing a job that you like. Again, don't be like me. Um, yeah, don't be like me. Basically, I left the post office. It's like going from the fire into the frying pan. It's still awful. Um, and I have to do it. And even doing this, I'm still struggling like crazy. And I'm just like, why? And I just don't need it. But take care of yourself. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. I really do. All right, take care. All right, bye.